The very first metal to be smelted and to be used in implements was copper. Remember Otzi, the Iceman at the Swiss-Italian border? He had an Italian and a Swiss copper axe. Usually the form of copper we see is such as this, BBs, which are familiar to those of you who have seen a BB gun, copper pellets, shot. Probably the most common form of copper, however, is ordinary wire. This is insulated copper wire. The leads are made of copper. Copper is the most common conductive material used for wire, not because it is the most conductive. Silver is the most conductive, and gold, but because it is indeed very conductive and it is cheap. That is, it's cheaper than silver and gold. Compounds of copper. Well, probably the most useful in the garden is this, copper sulfate, which is used to kill roots. You can buy it in any nursery. Okay. Native copper can be found. This is a sample of native copper, elemental copper. This is from Michigan, probably the most famous site for copper, native copper in the United States, and known throughout the world. You can see the copper here, and on the surface it's greenish, and it's greenish because of the copper carbonate which is formed. The naturally occurring patina of copper is copper carbonate, which you see in the Statue of Liberty, for example. Statue of Liberty is green, but only because it has a covering of copper carbonate, and the name of this is malachite. Malachite is used for a gemstone, but usually more my implements like this because it's too soft for a gemstone. Notice the swirls in here. It looks as if perhaps it was laid down by water, and it was. Malachite is typically a secondary mineral, means that it's leached out by water and laid down, such as sandstone, looks like here, swirled. This is a beautiful piece from Africa. This is not the only carbonate of copper that can be formed, however. Under slightly different conditions, you can have a slightly different composition. This is azurite, blue color, and the green in the background is malachite again. Here's a very unusual form of copper. This is electrolytically grown copper, which is done in the electronic business. The beautiful dendrites which grow out here are done so in a bath of copper sulfate in which electrolytic reduction is done. This is common in the electronic business, for example, making printed circuit boards. I have a sample here of a crystal of copper. It's very beautiful. This is native copper, which is crystallized out. You can see the beautiful copper crystals which are formed here. It's darkened, of course, because there is some secondary oxidation. The brownish color is copper oxide, known as cuprite, and there's a tinge of greenish again, of course, which is copper carbonate.